You got here fast.
I dove into the lake and swam right over as soon as I finished my shift.
And look at you, not a hair out of place.
Your message didn't say that I should bring my medical bag, so I assume I'm not treating Claudia Zakara.
No, she's not here. This is about you and only you.
Maybe you're too blinded by love to see clearly, but thankfully my eyes work just fine. And I'm here to tell you, Johnny, your girlfriend is a whack job. She's a nut job, John. You should have seen her in the lobby of the Metrocourt Hotel, standing there screaming at me, calling me names. She called me a slut. That seems to be her favorite. She has a big, fat mouth, John. And you better dump her before she gets somebody in trouble.
Okay, you are in no position to give me orders, especially when it comes to my personal life.
Oh, well, turn that back around on yourself, Johnny, because I'm not going to let you dictate my private life either.
Don't let me interrupt. This is just getting interesting. A few more exchanges like this, and maybe you'll see your sister as the controlling, irrational bitch that she is. Hey, what brings you here?
Witness statement on a car wreck. What time do you get off?
About an hour or so. Why?
Do you and the boys have any dinner plans?
Oh, yeah. Cameron and I have gourmet plans for a fish stick dinner.
Ooh.
Do you want to pick up some tartar sauce? You can join us.
I have a better idea. How about a little family night at Kelly's? It's my treat. Cam can have fish sticks if that's what he wants, and you can have a little bit more something to your liking.
You mean as opposed to my mommy choices? Okay. Yeah, that sounds great.
All right, well, I'll be back in an hour to pick you up. You want me to pick you up here or daycare?
Here's good.
Okay.
Thanks. Lucky. Really, thank you for everything.
You know what? I get that things haven't been, good between us since Michael got shot. And if you want to keep blaming me, you can,
No,
which is
I
fine.
blame all of us.
That includes
That's
me, right? Are you seriously going to stand there and tell me that you're not going to help my father?
I'm happy to settle Mike's debt.
That's not what I asked you. I want that bastard. I want you to run him out of town. Unless you're not going to do it, just to prove to me that you don't have to.
You have plans specifically for me? I like that. It's just rare, because I work in a team environment. Nurses are pretty much interchangeable, so...
No, I don't think that's true at all.
Oh, I didn't mean literally, unless I did. Let's think about that for a second. Are nurses interchangeable? Or let's not. I'm sucking up all the oxygen. Would you like to speak now?
Okay, listen, I really owe you an apology.
For?
For not treating you with the respect that you deserve.
I don't understand.
Well, actually, I'm the one who doesn't get it. I made fun of Wrist Ducky and your survival kit and all that instead of seeing those things for what they really are. And that's just to make a sick child smile. And I think that quirky approach and fresh perspective, I think that's what makes you unique.
I don't know what to say.
I'm hoping you'll say yes.
What's the question?
Will you consult with me on the clinic I'm starting in Emily's name?
So, what are you doing here? Is that my PDA? Oh, broken and
Well,
smashed?
you left it at the office, and I went to General Hospital to find you and give it back to you, and then I got jostled when I was getting off the elevator, and I dropped it, and it got run over by a gurney. And then it got smashed, and it's kind of a lost cause now.
I keep my life on that PDA.
Oh, no worries. I got you another one. It's the exact same model, and I'm going to go to the office and upload your calendar and all your contacts, and no matter how long it takes, as soon as it's done, I will leave it on the table in your entryway.
Excellent.
Yeah, I like to bring you solutions, not problems.
Well, maybe you can solve this for me, Maxie. Why is no one answering the phones at the office? Obviously, you were out destroying my personal property, but where's Lulu?
Well, she was there. If Lulu had to leave the office, I'm sure she has a really good reason, like a family emergency or something.
You seem to be stuck in the middle. Your girlfriend can't stand your sister. And the feeling's mutual.
Well, it's got nothing to do with me.
No, it has everything to do with you, Johnny. Lulu she's jealous of your connection to me, and I'm just trying to keep her big, fat mouth shut before she gets somebody killed. You need to kick her to the curb.
Oh, you would like that, wouldn't you? Because then you'd be able to control Johnny to your heart's content and have a straight path to my brother.
How many times do I have to say it before it penetrates? There's nothing going on between me and your brother. I met Nicholas by chance. We discovered that we have a couple of things in common. It surprised both of us, but that's the extent of it. We are not now, nor have we ever been lovers.
And you never will be. Because Nicholas is in love with Emily. He's not interested in getting involved with anyone else, so just find another sucker. Leave my brother alone.
Do you get how immature this girl is? She's beyond pointless. And she doesn't know anything, even remotely resembling boundaries, which is why she feels comfortable dictating my personal life, or more importantly, getting involved in our family business. You keep letting her yammer at you like that, Johnny, and you know what's gonna happen? She's gonna distract you into making a fatal mistake.
I don't have to prove anything. I'm in charge. Not because it's what I wanted, but because it's what you wanted. You can't turn around now and have it both ways, Sonny. I told you, I'm happy to settle Mike's debt. I'm gonna run this loan shark out of town as a personal favor to you.
Favor?
Yeah, I can't guarantee this is not gonna happen to Mike again.
So you're saying that you can't be bothered to protect my father?
Not if I'm gonna keep you removed. This guy beat Mike down because he defaulted yet on another gambling debt. He would have done this to any customer who defaulted on a gambling debt. If Mike wants to stop getting beat downs, he has to start playing by the rules.
Okay, you're missing the point. My
What's
father
the
is not
point?
just any other customer. This scum shouldn't have laid a hand on my father. And your first instinct should have been to let the people know that anybody who I love should be protected.
Wasn't that the whole point of you getting out? So you can have a normal life in the normal world, separate apart from what goes on in this business? Now you're telling me if I have to make some kind of big statement that whoever crosses you and yours is gonna bring down all kinds of havoc. You know what, why don't you just take the organization back and send your own messages?
That's what this is all about? You want me to work with you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not asking you to quit the hospital or anything. I mean, I wouldn't think of depriving those children of Wrist Ducky and Thumb Bunny. What's the one that sheds the petals?
Elbow the wilted flower.
Right. See, that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. You're original, which is why I want your input on this clinic from the ground up, with a particular attention to pediatrics, of course. And then, once we're up and running, if you could work part-time, that would be great. Yeah?
I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah? You don't seem like it.
No, I'm flattered. I've always believed in your idea to open a clinic for the uninsured, and the fact that you're actually putting your money where your mouth is and funding it single-handedly is amazing. I'd be honored to help you.
Great. I'll call my business manager tomorrow. Have him cut a check. $5,000 a week. Does that sound fair to you?
You want to pay me?
Tasty bubbly beverage?
Thank you for the champagne, but mainly for rescuing me.
Oh, I merely returned a kindness that was offered to me in a time of need.
I just asked how you were doing. You, on the other hand, got all dressed up and escorted a virtual stranger to a wedding where you don't know a single soul.
Well, I know you. And rest assured, that is more than enough for the jackal. That is me. That is more than enough for me. And you know, this is a rare occasion for someone such as I. A mind meld with a hard drive does not require the familiarity with such social rituals of humanity.
Have you always been such an odd duck?
I fear the resounding answer is yes, but you know, the Jackal's life has changed greatly in the last few years, and he's making an effort.
Well, Mr. Jackal, I think you're quite charming.
There you are.
Hi, Mom.
I'm so glad you could make it.
Did I have a choice?
Don't be impertinent. And who is this? I was under the impression you were going to bring that nice Persian doctor.
I would never do anything to compromise Johnny.
Are you really that stupid? You already have every time you do anything that diverts his attention from what actually matters.
Enough! If Nicholas says that he's not involved with anyone, you need to take his word on that and back off. And you, whether you approve or not, Lulu and I are together, and I will not watch her be disrespected by you or anybody else, so you back off.
It's a mistake, John. Being with her is like wearing a sign that says, here's my weakness, and she doesn't know when to stop. Our enemies are going to see her from the manna from heaven that she is, and they're going to use her to make you do whatever they want.
You are the one that almost got Johnny killed, not me. You disappeared, made Johnny believe that something awful had happened to you, so he went out and did the most reckless thing he could and shot Sonny point blank. If anybody is a distraction, Claudia, it's you. So why don't you do us all a favor? Hop on a plane back to Italy.
She's speaking for you, John? Is that what you want? You want me to leave?
You know what? I made a decision. Too late to do Michael any good, but you know what? I'm gonna see where it takes me. I'm hoping it will protect my other children, Carly and Kate. I don't want to take it back. But all these years running the organization have to count for something. Hey, I know I don't, I'm not gonna get a going away party or a gold watch. But what I'm saying is the least I should have is protection for the people that I love.
I have guards watching Carly, Alexis, and your kids. And if anyone threatens them, it's not going to be good. There's no truce. There's no compromise. Let me just tell you one thing right now. If anyone goes after the people under my protection, they are going to die. Mike's a different situation, Sonny. He ran up a debt. He's trading on your name to avoid paying it again.
So you're not gonna help Mike? All right, you know what? He's my father, my burden. I take care of myself.
Well, yes, of course I expect to pay you. You're offering a professional service. I'm imposing on your time. You should be compensated for that.
Are you
Me? What?
being compensated? No, pretty much the opposite. You're donating God knows how many millions of dollars to open up this clinic. The least I could do is offer a little bit of my time.
I know you're struggling right now. You could be picking up extra shifts at the hospital instead of offering your services to me. Okay? I don't want my project to flourish at your expense.
You are such an idiot. First of all, please don't give my financial situation a second thought. I mean, I realize I'm just an ordinary person and you've crazy rich royalty who has more money than you can spend in 10 lifetimes, but I do not want to be your employee. I don't want to have to second guess what I say or how I say it because I'm dependent upon your big fat $5,000 a week salary. So either accept my help as a friend or you can go wave your checkbook someplace else.
Okay, if that's how you feel.
It is.
Okay, great. Then I accept your terms with much gratitude.
Great. Well, then let's get to work. I happen to know exactly where to start. Come on.
Mrs. Meir, the Jackal, I am most honored to make your acquaintance.
Damien.
When Layla's intended date, the world-renowned surgeon of Persian ancestry, Dr. Leo Julian, was called into emergency surgery, I implored her to allow me the privilege and honor of escorting her instead.
Well, of course, a doctor has to put his patients first. How well do you know Dr. Julian?
They only have
I have had many dealings with the brilliant doctor. I mean, not only is he next in line to be, you know, the youngest chief of staff in General Hospital history, but he is also a world champion polo player, and in his free time likes to teach orphans to sing. But, you know, the one thing that he puts above all of his other work, his medicine, charity work, recreation, is your lovely daughter, for the fair Layla has won the good doctor's heart.
Okay, Mum, look, they're the Monagans. Don't you want to go say hi? I mean, they might be lost or something.
Damien, it was nice meeting you.
Send them my love. What are you doing?
Did I not adequately bolster your cover story?
Oh, you completely miscalculated. Which is understandable because you don't know my mother, but I do. And based on what you just told her, she's probably out there announcing my engagement as we speak.
Oh.
Evidently, it would make your girlfriend giddy with joy if I disappeared off the planet. I don't really care what floats Lulu's boat, but your happiness means everything to me, Johnny. So, is she right? Was I wrong to come back? Was I wrong to stay? Because I thought that's what you wanted, but if it's not, you say the word and you know you'll never see me again.
You are being ridiculous. Why do you think that's what I want?
I don't know, because you want me to make peace with her or to appease her?
Okay, you know what? You're staying here with me right where you belong.
Well, I guess that settles it then.
Why are you letting her manipulate?
Oh my God, enough! The two of you can't stand each other. I get it. But you're gonna have to learn how to coexist because both of you are in my life and you're not going anywhere. And you can drive me to the damn loony bin every time you're in the room with each other, clawing at each other's throats. Or you can show some respect and restraint and avoid each other if it's that difficult to get along.
Yeah, it is. So I'm out.
Johnny, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to fight with Claudia in front of you or make you feel like you had to choose. That's not what I meant. But you need to get a grip on this denial and start to deal with this weird power that your sister has over you. Because if you don't, we're not going to stand a chance.
You know this guy, he's covering Mike's debts?
Yeah, Bodie Sullivan?
Yeah. Pull him off the street and you give him 24 hours to leave the state.
And if he refuses?
It's not an option.
I need to question you about the torching of Anthony Zaccaro's house.
I got nothing to say.
I know, it's just procedure I had to ask. I'll say you offered to come downtown with your lawyer.
Thanks. Is there something else?
Well, I haven't spoken to you since the night that Michael was shot. Just time.
Maxie, I've had a chance to reconsider my Spinelli ban.
Spinelli's really smart. It's probably a good idea to keep him around.
Yes, his computer savvy is definitely an asset. My concern is he's a huge distraction to my assistants, not to mention he annoys Sonny.
With all due respect to Sonny's grieving process, he was way out of line when he rammed Spinelli's head into that wall.
Maxie, and I told him as much. I'm hopeful that as Sonny's life continues to calm down and he deals with Michael's tragedy, that he will be more tolerant of Spinelli. But in the meantime, I will grant your friend access to the office with the caveat being he avoids Sonny at all costs. Excuse me?
So, what do you think?
This is why you dragged me out of Windermere in the middle of the night?
I guess it's not much on first sight, but I always pass this place on my way to work, and it struck me for some reason. Location is everything, right? And you can't beat this. I mean, a block from the hospital, smack dab in the middle of a lively community.
Lively, I guess that's as good a word as any.
It's a neighborhood in transition, but developers are buying places left and right, and in a year or two, this will be one of those live, work, shop type of communities. And I know the building doesn't look like much now, but with a little time and money, both of which you have in abundance, the clinic can be something not only vital to the community, but a place that people don't have to be ashamed to enter.
I don't know. I guess I could call a realtor, have him show us the property, some information on construction, zoning, things like that.
The lock's broken.
Gee, probably because vagrants live in there.
Doesn't look like anyone's inside. Why wait for some stuffy old appointment? Let's check it out now.
Once again, the Jackal's social ineptitude is blown up in another beautiful face.
Look, it's not your fault. I should have just been honest with my mother and told her I'm not seeing anyone, let alone a nice Persian doctor.
You explained the ruse, but never the reason. I mean, why would you feel compelled to lie to your mother?
I come from a traditional family. My mom's proud of my accomplishments, but she firmly believes that a woman should be married by the ripe old age of 21, preferably to another Persian, and that happily newly formed couple should immediately embark upon the task of baby making. I'm exhausted of having to explain to her that I'm just not ready for that, of seeing the disappointment on her face. She thinks I'm a coward. I probably am.
No one would ever mistake you for cowardly. I mean, you are the beautiful, brave one. You took a bullet for one of your coworkers. That is the opposite of cowardice.
Only that bullet was a lot easier to confront than my mother's shattered dreams.
Respectfully submitted, you are under no obligation to live your life according to someone else's expectations, not even your most loved maternal unit.
Maybe I should just tell her that there's no Leo in the picture. Only she dragged me outside and introduced me to every Persian bachelor between the ages of 15 and 70.
Everyone would fall at your feet. For you are, without question, the fairest lady here.
You want to know something? You're the perfect date.
Me?
Yeah. There's really no one else I'd rather be with tonight.
Maxie, we're done for the evening.
Hi.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. I thought.
That's clear. I'm about to disappear. I don't want to make anyone mad. When you wake up, your PDA will be waiting for you. Fully functional. Bye.
Bye.
Who says something? I didn't, but I should have known. You could have been, working at home, but I didn't
Well,
think.
after I dropped Mike off at Kelly's, I just didn't feel like going back to the office, so.
Mike called you? Yeah?
I didn't mind, Sonny. You know we both have something in common. We're both worried about you.
Well, I'm not the one who got his ass kicked.
No, but your son was shot, and your father being beaten could stir up feelings of
I don't want to.
helpless.
Listen to me, okay? I do not want to examine feelings. I just want you.
The way that you reacted the night Michael got shot made me realize you and me and Elizabeth, we all want the same thing. We want that Jake to have a happy, safe life. I love Jake. I love Jake with all my heart. I worry about him. And I feel joy when he smiles at me. I look forward to knowing that I can be a part of everything he can be. What you did was a huge sacrifice. I just wanted you to know that I'll never dishonor that.
Thank you. You just really pissed me off.
Oh, no kidding.
Not just for
fighting with my sister, but you imply that I'm some kind of puppet.
I'm sorry, that is not what I mean. It's Claudia that she's pissing me off.
But you don't know the first thing about her. Lulu, she's been through hell. Okay? Claudia was banished from here when she was 16 years old, ripped away from her family, from everything that she knew, from her home. Nobody checked on her. It was like she never existed. You think that was easy?
I'm sure it wasn't.
Okay, but Claudia pulled through. She dealt with the blows like the survivor that she is, and her love for me, her determination to protect me against our father, never wavered. I love my sister, and that's not gonna change. And I just wish you could find some compassion in your heart for her.
Okay, I respect your loyalty for Claudia. I understand it. I feel the same way about my family. Right or wrong, we back each other. That is why I am so protective over Nicholas. He lost the love of his life. It's like an open wound. I cannot stand to think about Claudia taking advantage of him.
How do you know it's not the other way around?
Whose good-looking family is this, huh?
Yeah.
That's right. Why don't we go get us some hamburger and fries?
Okay. Cameron, what do you say to Daddy for taking us out to dinner? Thank you, Daddy.
You got it.
How you doing? A little battered, a little bruised. I tried to get some rest, but that didn't happen, so I thought a change of scenery might help.
Yeah, I wanted to let you know that Sullivan has been handled. He's leaving town.
Okay. Well, good riddance. And the guy was a dirtbag, but, Jason, let's be honest, I did Welch on that loan.
Right.
But damn it, I couldn't go to Sonny for a bailout. Not after what happened to little Michael.
Mike, you should have come to me.
Look, I thought I was safe, okay? I mean, what two-bit loan shark is going to risk everything by doing a number on Sonny Corinthos' father?
See, that's the problem. You need to understand something. Sonny wanted a clean break. That's the only way retirement works. That means he's got to be all the way out, and that means that I can't send out any signals that make it look like he's still connected.
Where are you going?
Look, I'm flattered, okay, by your sudden desire for me, but I'm pretty sure it's coming from somewhere else.
Why do we have to analyze everything?
Well, I don't mind being used. I want to know why.
Why? Because I'm all over the place. I'm angry, I'm frustrated, I'm drowning in my own grief. Now it turns out I can't protect my father from that low-life scum. But that's fine, I can deal with that. It's just that, I've been hearing Michael's voice in my head over and over again saying, I love you, Dad, and realizing that that was the end right at that moment. You know what? I'm not going to dump this on you. I know you got a lot of stuff to do.
No, Sonny, no, I can't help you if I don't know what's going on. But you're going to have to trust me enough to be honest with me. Can you do that?
Carly? We've gotten the reports back on Michael's shooting. Forensics, eyewitness testimony. Everything indicates that Ian Devlin acted alone.
Some doctor from General Hospital decides to shoot Sonny, and Michael gets hit, and that's all you know?
We've researched Devlin's past and current associations and came up with nothing that would indicate motive. Whatever the reason, died with him.
Okay, so that's it?
Case is closed, Carly. It's over.
Can this evening get any worse? I mean, I just caught this damn
Well,
thing.
it's not as if you had a choice. The not-so-blushing bride aimed and fired directly at your upturned
Yeah,
hands.
I don't think that my mom didn't have something to do with that.
You know, it's unfortunate that you can't fully enjoy yourself at such a festive event. I wish there was something I could do to help.
Do you really mean that?
Most definitely.
Well, then dance with me. That's what I'd really like.
Okay.
Yeah.
exactly what I had in mind when I pictured this place.
Oh, you gotta see beyond the four walls. I mean, well, like that, over there.
What are you doing?
I'm just want to get up for a closer look.
Oh, here, careful.
Oh. God. Oh, God. Oh, God, please tell me you didn't hit your head.
Hey! Freeze, police!
Oh.
Well, what do we have here?
I don't know what you're thinking right now.
I'm thinking you're both under arrest for breaking and entering and solicitation.
Look, Nicholas will not be the first grieving widower to reach out for a distraction. You know, try to find a new woman, let her believe that she can heal him, when he knows very well that A, it's impossible, B, she's transitional, and C, he doesn't give a damn about her and he never will. And it doesn't have to be malicious, Lulu. It's just, it's a product of grief.
But I think that is exactly what's happening, except Claudia is manipulating the situation, not Nicholas.
Okay, let's say I buy that, and you're right.
Okay.
Nicholas is not trying to exploit Claudia. Then he'll stop pursuing her. We can stop talking about this.
That's the best idea I've heard all night. Fighting about family is very old.
I'd rather not fight with you at all.
Yes, thank you for checking in. The dresses did arrive. Miss Howard is not here.
Oh, good. I actually came to see you.
Why?
I've heard a few things about you. Namely that you're friendly with my brother, and he can't stand Lulu Spencer.
Well, that's true, but I can't imagine why you would care.
Well, I'm just guessing you could always use extra cash, am I right?
Listening?
I will pay you $10,000 to seduce my brother John. I'll give you $20,000 if you can get Lulu to catch you in the act.
Mike, I did not ask for this job. Sonny insisted I take it, which means I have to make the decisions, and one of them was to keep Sonny untouched.
I understand. My son's fresh start won't be sabotaged by my screwing up, okay?
Now, if you're threatened by anybody else,
Yeah,
you
okay.
just
If a bad dad or whatever, I'm sure I'll let you know.
Okay, and if you need money, all you gotta do is ask.
Hey, maybe, but maybe I finally learned my lesson. Okay.
Take care.
Jason, a little unasked for advice, okay? Learn from Sonny's mistakes. Isolate yourself. And don't pull innocent people into the line of fire.
I won't. Hey, what's going on? Where's your...
Come on, Cam, let's get some fries.
Cam almost ran into me.
Yeah, it's after daycare energy.
I remember.
I should go inside.
I know how rough this is, facing it all over again.
You're just doing your job.
I wish there was more I could do, more I could tell you.
As I understand it, Sonny saw the rifle when Ian Devlin raised the gun to fire. He pushed Kate out of the way, and the bullet ricocheted and hit Michael.
That matches our findings.
Okay, so what if Sonny would have shielded Michael instead of Kate? Would Michael have been saved?
If Sonny had moved the other way, it may have drawn gunfire closer to Michael.
Okay, yeah, but the bullet could have missed them both, right?
There's no way to tell.
Come on. Off the record. I mean, you have to have a gut instinct or, you know, an opinion or something.
Carly, I don't have the answer you want. Because there isn't one. After Georgie was murdered, I spent hours rereading the file, going over all the reports. I kept trying to tell myself I was looking for the killer. I was just looking for an answer. Why? You can make yourself crazy trying to make sense of it. That a young life was cut short, that your child was taken. Yeah. People talk about finding peace. I haven't found it. I just think about the way Georgie lived. I think about her smile.
Thank you. I appreciate all the work you've done to help Michael.
I'm sorry.
When I chose to get out of the business, it was, all about protecting my children and making amends for Michael by giving up the life that took him. The life that gave me power and that I love.
Right, it's like penance. It's not a sacrifice unless it means something.
Absolutely. But I want to focus on the future. A new life that gives me legitimacy and safety. But my instincts, everything I know ties me back to the old one. And I'm not gonna lie to you, watching Jason in charge, knowing that he's making mistakes, I disagree with his mistakes.
Okay, Sonny,
It makes-
so what am I hearing? Do you want to go back to the organization?
Would you stay with me if I did?